Rick Angelin on It's a Word for Kai. He says, would 走开 be a useful vocab word to add here? I'm not sure if the compound is already covered by grammar rules, but I see it as an entry in the Dong Chinese online dictionary. I heard that Kai can mean spread as well as open, and so in this compound it sort of expresses spreading apart. So yeah, so I think we will add this as a usage of Kai. We tended to try to keep things to three usages in the foundation course, and Kai has a lot of different usages. But think about like something. So what it means when it's in 走开 is it's a result of a verb that means disseminate or spread about. So 走开 means to walk away, right? So if you imagine it as like a group of people, especially the police are at a scene and there's a bunch of people gathered around and the police don't want people gathered around, so they say 走开, 大家走开, everyone walk away, disseminate, right? Like get out of here, 走开. And it's not particularly offensive. There's always this story that I tell of and I've told this story in the podcast before, so sorry if you've heard it, but like when I was just learning Chinese and it was St. Patrick's Day in Chengdu, I was coming home at like 1:30 in the morning and I had a few things to drink, celebrating my heritage at the Shamrock Bar. And there was these couple of Chinese guys who walked out of a KTV and they had had more to drink than I had. And they were, they started like kind of being like, oh, hey, foreigner, what are you doing for? Hey. And they were kind of like, not exactly, they were just being a little rude, and I was really tired and I did not want to talk to them at the time. And what I should have said to them was 走开, which would just mean walk away. And they wouldn't have particularly been offended had I done that. But I just learned in Chinese, my Chinese classes at university, the word 滚, which means basically F off. It's a similar like general meaning in the sense of go away, but it's a way of saying it that is offensive. So they were not very happy with that, and they kind of got angry with me. But it was an innocent mistake. If I had just said 走开, then they wouldn't have done anything, because they would have just been like, all right, whatever, he just doesn't want to talk to us. So 走开 just means go away. But here's the thing. 走开 in and of itself isn't really that important of a word, because what is really important to understand is that kai has this meaning of disseminate as in relationship to the verb. Here's a simple way to understand that. 推 means push. 推开 means push open, right? So, or push out, right? So 推开门 would mean to open a door and, like make sure it's, totally open from there. Now, obviously, that shows how to spread or disseminate, which is what's happening when you're pushing open a door, relates to the original meaning of kai, which means to open, right? So all of these different meanings of a character tend to orbit the idea of the most basic meaning. So kai, most basic meaning, open. But alternative meaning, disseminate, right? So, or spread out. Well, that's kind of what you're doing when you open a door. You're pushing the door out. You're spreading it away. You're disseminating it from its current position in space. Not very far, but you are. And so it's like, that's 推开门. And so 推 is the verb. Kai is the result of the verb. 走 means to walk. 走开 means to walk in such a way that you are spreading, you're disseminating, you're moving on. And so the point I'm getting at here is that it's not so important the individual word 走开, it's that you understand that kai can be used after a verb to indicate the dissemination of that verb. And so yeah, but we'll still probably add it because 走开 is pretty useful on a day-to-day basis.
谢谢你观看我们的这个视频. If you found this video valuable and you'd like us to help you reach fluency and literacy in Mandarin Chinese as fast as possible without all the headache of traditional learning methods, just head to mandarinblueprint.com to learn more. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell below to be notified every time we release a new video. And of course, 保重.